Love, once more, I cry out in my grief. The world feels so cold. The only love and safety I have ever known, I created. Thankfully, I love with greater ease than I can do anything else. Give me paper, pen, and silence, and love flows through me. That no one believes me does not make my loving less powerful. Still, I will persist. I will find a way to love as I keep losing health, friends, any hope for my art, my home. As the body fails, I grow more and more invisible. When one pen does not work for writing, I try another. When people trample knowingly over my wounds, I do not go back to that well. That lesson took decades longer than it should have, but I came into adulthood lost. Every night for so many years, I have held up the past version of me who heard parents, sibling, husband, lovers, and friends destroy me over and over until I could not stop myself from believing God hated me, that I was alone because I'm unlovable, and so much more. And I loved the bereft, broken fool that was the fat, repulsive cunt of a whore, the bitch, the ugly, the stupid. I loved her. No one ever saved me from abuse or cruelty. I simply endured being unloved. And I learned how to love this useless, ecstatic mess walking through time. I love myself truly and deeply. It is an honor to be alive in this body, MacGyvering its way into old age. Alone, I am whole and frequently joyous. Only why was it either or? Why was it abuse or love? Why was it safety or people? Why does no one believe me when I say I love or I hurt? The time of COVID saw the uneasy truce I had with chronic pain and disability fall into constant howling agony. I am losing speech and the ability to swallow when I get tired. Paralysis upon waking has kept me immobile with my mind for days at a time. Even then, loving feels better. But it is messy as fuck to love when being so lost in this world. Love has been repossessed so often. I cannot believe the word on which I base my life when spoken from another's lips. But I have learned to love so well. I'm safe in this home I'm losing. I am in love with this breath. Still, sweet kittens, it is hard to go through this alone. And to be unable to rely on my body is heart-wrenching when I want to be alone so much. And my darling, I've had every single possible advantage but one. Do I look white? I fluoresce thanks to 3 Mile Island. Did I get enough education? Oh my goodness, grade 21 or some such. No PhD, but all the classes for one. Did I get 18 years here? Then time to heal, while the world forgot about disabled and ill during COVID? Yes. To have lived here was such a gift. This land feels like love to me. And we all suffer. We all have pain and loss. All of us will die. Nothing about me is special, just ask my ex. But inside poetry, doodle, story, and laughter, no one else hears. I am loving. And I fall, for without conversation, depression, or suicidal ideation, there is no bottom. You thought I loved you, and I fall. Oh my God, why would I want to talk to you? I don't care about your broken back. Do the dishes. You repulsive thing, I can't fuck that. I don't care. You can't get any empathy from me. I gave it all to her. Figure it out without bothering me. You love yourself? Oh my God. SSDI gives me roughly $1,000 per month. I get $25,000 in COVID relief funds for the mortgage, but they want $5,000 in earnest money. SSDI will not let me earn or fundraise without losing my benefits and health care. And my adjusted monthly mortgage will be $1,068. How does that get solved? I'm disabled. I'm indigent. I'm invisible. You aren't in pain. You're ableist when you can't talk clearly. You must not understand what is going on in your mind. Stop texting me your shitty updates. You can't really love that. No. Google told you your parents died. And I fall. With no bottom. With no bottom to the grief now. They did not love me. You do not destroy children you love so relentlessly. He did not love me, nor him, for there are things, when done, that prove love can be a lie. Those who may love me still can't bear me, and even my PCP thinks all my pain and love is a lie. Help is not coming, I know this. Those who would can't, those who could don't. And I fall. Watching the news does not help. I am nearly everything the world hates, a childless, single, non-fertile woman on disability, unable to save myself. Only even writing out this real, terrible list of woe, global and personal, I am suddenly floating. No one else can tolerate and or love me, but I love like a small, hapless son. Tonight, my peace comes from this loving, from realizing this entire life in art came from seeing beauty and hope in my mind and heart when no one else could. These feet, always frozen and often screaming, these feet are loved for having carried me this far. Not a hint of a thigh gap, loose skin, artificial hips, and knees grinding. These legs still walk. How blessed I am, and I know that this may end. The womb is long gone, tumors that had tumors, but I create as maybe only the barren can. So much hate was vented by others and myself on the failed womanhood. But I love the hope we held for so long, and I am grateful I tried. My love is late, but here. Oh, and boobs get love. My titties. Oh, so much back pain, but so much. Oh. That I came out of a childhood like mine, able, after 20 years of therapy, to have space-time explode during hours of orgasms is my suite of self-love win. I figured out how to let myself be sexual and glorious, and I love that. Even as I say no more relationships ever, for I cannot be trusted to love another passionately and protect myself. And I love I Protect Me Now. I love it. My hands look like my father's did, for decades. It broke me a little. But even though no one has championed my art or words, I have kept going, making art through enormous suffering. And I love this most of all. I create love-soaked art to remind myself I'm enough. Alone, unknown, disbelieved, visually useless, disabled, insulted, fat, poor. I am all of this. CPTSD, ADHD, 10,000 comorbidities undone by COVID. I am all this too. Only I am overflowing now with love, kindness, dreams, peace, compassion, laughter, contentment, forgiveness, joy, sublime sweetness, curiosity, philosophical musings, gratitude, delight. For now, I still have my home, my art, my sense of humor, and enough wisdom to know witnessing life lovingly is the only path that leaves me better and stronger. And now I can start climbing back up, letter by line, drunk with loving and so grateful.